In this video, I will discuss how to run Spring Boot Java-based application. If you are non-IT background and wants to switch into the Cloud and DevOps world, you should know the basics of programming languages. At least you should know the how to build the any application, how to run it, how to dockerize the application, etc. etc. You should know the tech stack. You should know the basic tech stack of this application. In this video, I will show the Java Spring Boot application, how to run in your local machine. For this purpose, I will use the virtual machine on AWS. First, I want to create a virtual machine. Okay, for this, I am going to create a VM on AWS and then connect to the AWS. I am logging into the AWS using Bitword and password manager. I have implemented a two-factor application 2FA for this account. Okay, I am logged into the AWS. Now I am create a virtual machine for this purpose. Launch instance. Then for this VM, test VM, I name it test VM. Any name you can give it. Then choose the OS. I am choosing Ubuntu. Then T2 Micro is enough to run the Java-based application. KPR, any KPR you can use. I have already KPR GitLab. I have already used my I have already created my VPC and I am using this public subnet, enable IP, security group, existing security group. I have a security group for this. I am using any security group. I am 15. Okay. Okay. Then you have to go create launch instance. Connect the virtual machine. I am connecting by using, it takes time to spending. It takes time to create the VM. Okay, I am going to run a Java Spring Boot app. For this purpose, there are several projects in the GitHub. I am using the Spring Boot Java Pet Clinic application. It is a GitHub. It is available GitHub site, and it is publicly available. Public. Okay. I want to run this application, Spring Boot application. It is a Spring Boot based application. I am running into my VS. Okay. You can use my GitHub repo to know about how to getting started with Java Spring Boot application. There are several comments available. How to reports for Java based application, default for 8080, etc. Okay, then move on to this is also now pending now. Running. Then I am going to connect it. How to connect? Then click connect. Then click connect. Whenever you spin up any virtual machine, first you should update the OS. For this, you should run this command, Control L for clear the screen, and first run this command, sudo app update. Okay, this application, Spring Pet Cleaning application, I want to run in this virtual machine. This is the application. Developer writes this application and push it to the GitHub repository. And this GitHub repository this code base, I want to run it on a virtual machine. Okay, it is already it is updated. Control L, clear the screen. Then you should install the Git. Git is available or not, I have to check. Git hyphen version. Okay, Git is available. If not, you should install it on your virtual machine. To clone the application, first go to the code and then HTTPS, then click copy, then go to the virtual machine and paste it here. Okay, and hit enter. Oh, sorry. First you should run git clone. Git clone. CLONE. First you should write the git clone and then paste the hit enter. Okay, cloning the application. ls, you can see the Spring Pet Clinic application. Then go into this application. Go into the directory cd. Okay, then hit enter. ls, you can see all the files and folders for this Spring Boot. You can see, you can match it to the this folder also. Okay, how to next question is how to run this application. As it is a Java based application, you should first require the Java, and you also need a build tool. The Java based build tool is Maven. Java based application build tool is Maven. Two things is required to run this Java based application into your virtual machine or in your local machine also. So Java is needed. First check whether in Java is available or not. For this, you can write Java, hit enter. It says the Java is not available in your machine. For this, if you want to install it, you should run this command. I want to run Java 17. Sudo apt install OpenJDK 17 JRE headless. Copy the code, clear the screen, or you can paste it here. Okay, and hit enter. Press Y and hit enter. Wait a little bit to install the Java. Control L. To check the version of the Java, you should write Java -version. Okay, it shows the OpenJDK 17 is installed on your machine. Next, you should need the build tool. What is build? Build is your code. This is your code. Your code transformed into a executable. It converts the code into executable, and that's executable. You can run the executable to run the application. I will show you. First, you should need to install the Maven. It is a Java or Maven based Maven build tool. For this, you should check whether the Maven is installed or not. MVN VERSION. Maven is not installed, you can install it by using this command. Copy, paste, hit enter, and press Y to go proceed. Okay, you can check it MVN VERSION. Okay, Apache Maven 3.8.7. Now you have already installed the Java and Maven for this Spring Boot application. How to run it? There are several Maven commands available to compile, test, package, etc. Command available. First, you have to check the compile. For this purpose, you have to check the two folders in available. Right folder. It is Spring Boot application folder. I am in currently pwd. I am in Spring Boot application code base. ls, you can see the file src and pom.xml. It is important to run the command where you put your command. You should put your command where the src and pom file is available. If not, the Maven build will be failure. Okay, here all the files are available, code base is available, and more importantly, form file and src folder is available. Okay, for this first I am going to use the compile is right or not. Compile the code. To compile the code, first you should run mvn compile. Hit enter. It's downloaded the dependencies and mentioned in the form file. Okay, form file is nothing. Form file is the dependencies for the program. This is the POM file. You can see it. This is the POM file. What is POM file? POM file is a here properties. Here dependencies. There are several dependencies is mentioned. Your group ID, artifact ID is mentioned here also. Your Spring dependencies, H2 database, caching, website, all the necessary plugins, dependencies are mentioned in this POM file. Whenever you run the code, you have to check the POM file is available in the code base or not. If not, the build or compile will be failure. That is, POM file is very important. Another file. This is the code. This is the file structure of the Java Spring based application. This is the Java Spring based application. Okay. Source file folder and POM file is very important to run enable. And this, whenever you put your command, make sure that the POM file and src folder is available. Okay, it is downloaded all the properties, dependencies mentioned in the POM file. It takes time to run it. Wait a little bit. I can pause the record. Okay, it can continue it. It takes time to download all the dependencies, and it throws a message build success. If it throws the build success, then you know the your app or code is compiled is correctly. If not, your code something is wrong in the code base. Compile failure. There are several commands available in my repository. You can go programming basics, Java Spring Boot, and Java Maven. How to write fast for Java Spring Boot app. Structure of the Java Spring Boot application. One is src folder and POM dependencies and mentioned here. What is the write code? Already developer writes code and push it to the GitHub repository. Then you should know the build and run. What is build? It converts the code into machine readable. There are several binaries or executable or jar or what. Java is a compiled language and Maven is the build tool for Java based. What is that? Your code base is here. By using Maven build tool, you can create the jar, and this jar is executable. You can run it to run the application. What is prerequisite Java? Java JDK is required to run the Java based application and install Maven for the. Yes. There are several commands is mentioned here. I have used the Maven compile, MVN compile first. It is running this one. It shows the build success. That means MVN compile is success. Okay. It takes time 5 minutes 50 seconds according to your code and according to your internet speed. It takes time. Then I have to run Maven test command. You can run it or you can Maven package. What package does? It creates the target folder and it contains, in the target folder contains jar or war file. If it mentions jar in your code base, it will create a jar file or war file. And Maven clean package, what it does? It deletes the old package and creates the new one. How to run the jar? For this, run java -jar and name of the jar. Okay, I will show you how to write. First, I have put executed ambient compile. Then I have to execute ambient test. First, go to the VM virtual machine. Okay, then mvn test. Compile is success. Compile is success. Then I want to test that. I want to run the test of the code. If it is written test code, then it will run and you can skip it. Then next you can run the mvn package. Actually, if you want to create a jar, you need the jar or one file, executable file to run the application. I am going to test also. I think test code is written for this application. Ambient test, hit enter. It also takes time to test the application. At the end, it also throws the build success or not. If it throws the build success, that means text of the code is successful. If fails, you should inform the developer that your test code is failing. It also takes the time. In the meanwhile, you can go through my repository, GitHub repository. Okay, Maven commands available. Maven compile, what it does? Compile the project source code. Maven test run unit test against compile code. Ambient package the compile code into distributable format. What is the distributable format? It's a jar or one. You can distribute, if you can distribute jar or one, they can run it using it. Ambient install package, ambient impl, there are several. First, you should know the ambient package. It's very important command to create the jar or one. How to run the Java-based application? How to visit localhost.8080. 8080 port is the default port. Again, I go to the. It is also continuing. Build success. This is the message. That means ambient test is success. Then I go to the run the ambient package. What it does? It creates the executable jar or what. Okay, mvn package CKAGE. Hit enter. Okay, it also takes time to create jar file or war file. If you want to switch into the DevOps and cloud world, you should know the basics of tech stack. I mean, tech stack mean it's a Java based application or Python based application or Go based application. At least you should run, compile the application for these tech stack. In this video, I am using Java Spring based application. Where I am getting this application? It is available in GitHub repository and it is just open public repository. You can use it. Just copy, clone it into your local machine or any VM. I am using VM in AWS. You can use it your local machine also. For to run the application, you should need to run the Git and Maven or Gradle. I am using Maven for build the application. Okay, to run. And how you can access the application by using this. Okay, it's a Java Spring based application. It shows package command is executed successfully and it throws the command build success. That means it build is success for this code, and it also throws the Uh, the original artifacts has been renamed to home Ubuntu Spring Boot Pet Clinic target. This is the jar file. .jar. You can go to this ls. You can view this application. It creates the target folder. Go to the target cd target. Hit enter ls. You can view to see that this is the jar file name. Spring Pet Clinic 3.3.0 snap.jar. Okay, you can run it. How to run it? To run the application, it is Java space jar name of the jar. Okay, first Java space jar and my name of the jar is Spring Pet Clinic. Spring SPR. I am right SPR. Then hit tab. Okay, then hit enter. Okay, it is running the Pet Clinic application. It is running the Pet Clinic application. Okay, so you can call it. So whether it is running successfully or not, or you can access it. To access this application, I have to go to the browser, and then this http colon localhost 8080. Then write http colon slash localhost colon 8080, hit enter. First it takes time. It says the unable to connect for this my internet. It is shows for my internet. You can copy this link. You can copy this address. Control C, Control V, and hit enter. Oh, for this purpose, you should open the security group for 8080. Go to the network security group. You can use it 8080. It is also open. It also run. It should run. Okay, it throws some error, but you can run it by using this. It shows the pet clinic application. Okay, if you like this video, please like it and share it to your friend. It is very helpful to those who are shift into the career into DevOps and cloud work. Thank you. In this video, we will learn how to run and compile Java based application. If you are non-IT background, want to switch into cloud and DevOps world, this idea is very important to know. The Java based application, Java is the programming language and Spring Boot is the Java framework. What is the framework? Framework, it is created to write program very easily. You can write the any app using Java language, but Spring Boot helps to write application very easily. Spring Boot is the Java based Java framework. Here we focus on how to run Java based application. You should know Java is a compiled language. What it means? It means if you write Java code, it should compile it into compiler build it. What is the build tool? Java based build tool is Maven, Gradle, etc. Okay, you can see it in Maven. Yeah, Maven. For this example, I am using the board game. Developers write this application. It is a Java based application. Okay, and pushed it to the repository. I forked it from other people repository. In this video I will show you how to run in your local machine. In the demo purpose, I am using a AWS virtual machine. First, I am going to create a virtual machine. Okay. Then first you should know the structure of the Java Spring Boot application. You can see when you go into the Java based application, you can see the src folder and pom file. What is pom file? Here dependencies, plugins, properties are mentioned. What is dependency? To write the application, it helps to write the application. It is another it is also a program. Okay. Java based application, you need the build. What is build? It converts the code into machine readable format. Okay. What is the build, example of the build tool in Java based application is the Maven, is the Java based build tool. There are several commands in Maven. Okay. First I have to clone the repo. This is running. Go to the connect. First, if you want to run in your machine, you should clone or copy the code. This is the code board game repository application, and it is pushed into the GitHub repository. And it is an open public repository. To run in your machine, first you copy code and copy the URL. Then go to your machine. In my case, it is a Ubuntu machine. Okay. First, I am update the repository. To copy the code in your machine, what you should do? First, you should clone it. Git is the version control system, and you can clone with the help of Git. First, you check the Git is available or not in your machine. First, if the Git is available, control L, clear the screen. To copy the or clone the application, copy the URL and then write git clone and paste the URL and hit enter. Okay. You can see the board game is copied in your machine. I am using Ubuntu machine. How to run it? You should know the how to run the Java based application or Java Spring Boot based application. First, it is a Java based application. Then it is required the Java installed in your machine. First, I have to check the Java is installed or not. For this, to check the Java installed or not, you should write Java hyphen version. It says Java not found. That means Java is not installed in your machine. To install the Java, you can copy this code, this command, copy it and paste it. Hit enter. Hit, press Y and hit enter. To run the Java-based application, Java is required. Okay. Then what you require? Build tool is required. Build tool. The Java build tool is Maven. Then what you need to run the application? To run the Java-based application or build tool is required. What is the build tool? Your Java-based application build helps to convert the code into machine readable, binary, and executable. It converts the binaries jar or war file. That jar, if you run the jar, then you can access the application. Here, in my case, board game is the application I want to run in my machine. And as the board game is Java-based application, that's why Java is required. I have already installed it. To check the Java install or not. Okay, Java OpenJDK 17 is installed. Or you can Java C hyphen ver No, Java C it is not installed on Java. You can install the Java this commanders. Copy, paste. Okay. Next, you should install the Maven. It is a Java-based build tool in your machine. You should check the Maven is installed or not. For this, mvn -vdr sio. Maven not. To install the Maven, you should run this command. Press Y and hit enter. Two things is required. The Java is required and Maven is required. Both are installed in my machine. mvn -vdr sio. Okay, Apache Maven 3.8 it shows. To run the or to build first, you should build the application. Build. And what is builder? It converts is the code converts into jar. And that jar you can run, then you can access the board game application. Okay. I have already for ls. This is the board game application is copied in my machine. To go to the this is cd board game, hit enter, ls, all the code is available. I am logged in, I am enter into the board game application. Here you can see the two file is very important. This is the pom file and src file. What is pom? Pom file, in this file, dependencies. What is the pom? Here I have mentioned. Pom is the dependencies are mentioned. Dependencies to write the application, it is help. It will help. First, you should run the you should build the application. To build the application, you should run the maven command. What is the maven command? Several maven command available. I have mentioned in my GitHub repository. Maven compile. It is a command. What it does? It compiles the project source code. If I run ambient test, it runs the unit test. If I run the ambient package, it compiles the compile code into distributable format. Means it will create jar or war file. Actually, it creates a target folder. In that folder, jar or war file is created. Okay. Then first to run the Maven command, you should make sure the sh pom file is located on this folder. Then Maven command is run. That is build success is actually build will success. Otherwise build failure. I mean to say, if I mvn command, mvn compile command and hit enter. Now, right now I am in this folder, board game folder. If I go into the cd, if I go into the src folder, and here I can execute this command mvn compile, hit enter, it will throw build failure. I mean to say cd space dollar. I am right now at board game, and in this LA, if I ls it, we can see the pom file. If I see the pom file, then we can run the mvn compile and hit enter. It will downloaded the all the dependencies, properties, and which is mentioned in the pom file, and it throws a message. It's a build success or build failure. If it throws build success, that means your application is compiled correctly. Java is a compiled language. You should also know the Java is a compiled language. That means you should compile it. It takes time according to your internet speed and your machine speed also. It depends on. In the meanwhile, you can check my GitHub repository. Here I mention all the things. How to write fast code on Java, Spring Boot, and write hello world type of. I will create another video how to write hello world program on Java. Structure of the Java is src folder and pom file is important. Build, what is build? It converts the machine readable code. Java is a compiled language. What it build toolkit does, Maven does, Maven, it converts the code, here in my case, board game, into machine readable format and distributable format, that is jar or WAR. If I, there are several Maven command, Maven compile, it compiles the code. Test, if I execute the ambient test, it runs the unit test for the application. If I write an ambient package, it creates target folder and it contains a jar or WAR. That's jar or WAR file we can run. How to run? That is the Java space jar name of the jar. I will show you. Okay. It shows the build success. That means ambient compile is success. Then we can run the ambient test also. Clear the screen, mvn test, hit enter. Unit test is run to the Java based program. Wait a little bit. Build success. It shows test run 6, failure 0, error 0, script 0, and build success. That means test is successful. Again, you can run this command mvn package, means it will create a target folder. Target name, it is create a target folder. The folder name is target, and it contains the distributable code, that is jar or in a format jar or. I will show you how. Clear the screen. Then you can run mpn package. You can show first you another thing is very important to what ls. There is no target folder. You can see there is no target folder. Oh, sorry. Ambient test it will create the target folder also. CD, if you go to the CD target and ls, there is no jar or war file. Okay. CD space double back to this folder. I'm in the board game. ls pom file is located. Yes, pom file is located. Then we can run the Maven com. Any com, Maven based any com. Otherwise, Maven file. Then I go to the mvn package AGE and hit enter. It will generate the jar or war file in the target folder. Okay, let's see. Wait a little bit. In meanwhile, you can see the application. You can watch the application also. You can see this is the source folder. This is the pom file. You can see the pom file. What it pom file is a Java project. Okay, name of the Java version 11. Properties are mentioned. Dependencies are mentioned. Okay, you can and also all the dependencies properties are mentioned. Java compile is very important. Then you can okay okay this it shows the build success. That means it create what loading execution data file home Ubuntu board game target Java को execute. Okay, where is the LCD? If you go to the target folder, you go to the target folder. If you go to the target ls and go to the target folder cd target and ls, you can see the jar is created. Database hyphen service hyphen project 0.0 jar is create. Okay, again this is the executable format of this code. If we run this jar, then we can access the Java based application. How to run it? How to run the jar file? You can back to the folder to run the Java based jar file. I have already mentioned Java space jar and the name of the jar. Okay, Java space hyphen jar, the jar space the name of the jar. A jar is located at target folder. Then you can write target and then you can write database underscore service project. You can write data and press tab. Okay, and hit enter. In this way, you can run the jar or war file. Okay, running. Server is running. Okay, a port is used 8080. I have already mentioned default port for the Java based application is 8080. Okay, you can browse localhost 8080. You can open the browser and write here 8080 localhost colon 8080. You can access the game. Okay, you can how to access the I have it is running state. Jar is running. When application is that means application is running. How to access the application? I've already said localhost colon 8080. As I am running this application in a virtual machine, AWS virtual machine, that's why you should know the IP of this virtual machine. So IP of this virtual that is the public web. Copy it and paste it. Then you can follow port number. Java based default port of the Java based application is 8080. and hit enter. Sorry. Okay. It it will display the board game. You can access it. You can access the board game application. You can click link key. How to access it? You can also mention in this here. Okay. Username Daffy, password Duck. To log in, Daffy, D-A-F-F, Daffy, Duck, D-U-C-K, in hit enter. Okay. Username Daffy. Okay. You can go to the home folder, calendar, users review. You can add a review. This game is very good. Submit. This review is added. You can delete others the review. Okay, in this way. That means your application is running. You can log out also. This is the board game data. In this video, I, I am showing how to run the Java based application in virtual machine. To run the in a summary or sum up, to run the Java based application, first you should have the Java. Then you should have the Maven. Java is the Java based Java programming language, and Maven is the Java build tool. What is the build tool? Build tool is the it converts your code into machine readable. Okay, there are several Maven command to build command. Maven compiles the code. Maven test it runs the unit test against compile code. Maven package the compile code into distributable format. That means jar or var creates. In which command jar or var creates? Actually mvn package, and this jar is required to run the application. How to run the jar or var file? That is Java space hyphen jar, the name of the jar. Okay. How to access the Java based after running the code? This is the code is running. So running how to access it? First, you should know the IP address of the virtual machine, then colon 8080. Okay. IP of the or you if you run in your laptop, you can use this also. Local HTTP colon slash localhost colon 8080. This knowledge is is very useful. It will require when you create a Docker file for this Java based application. This command is very important. Maven, compile Maven test Maven package. What it does, where, where the jar file is located, how to run the jar file, what is the pom file, research folder. You can explore the application. You can explore the application code base only. This is the basic knowledge of Java Spring Boot application. If you want to switch into the DevOps and cloud world, you should at least know it. If you like this video, please like it. And you can also go through my GitHub repository. You can fork it, like it, and share it. I wish to create how to run the Hello World type program on Java based application. Java. If you want to this, please comment in the video. Please comment in the video. Thank you.